Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down. Man, caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on first down. Man, it's caught right side. It turns. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Carried by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And they'll run it here. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
The give is to Elliott. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally, and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Man. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw on second down. Man. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Operating from the gun. Man. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun. Man. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, in for the score. And the Saints are back within a score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Gun! 19! Gun!
Throwing again. Man. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On 1st and 10. Man. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Man. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to time out as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Man. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
To throw again. Man, he's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun, man, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some simple.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
They get it to him running left. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming.
This drive started with first and goal. Now that it's fourth and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. Able to spin free. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Davian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Man, firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and sneak it here, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Now a toss going left. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. Breaks a tackle. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. The open man is Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you. Your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Off the play fake. Man. Benjamin's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
No time to shine. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Right back to him on first down. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw on 2nd down. Man. A dump off to Elliott. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Man. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On first down, man. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Saints, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.